Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality, is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters. And we ain't got nothing to hide, we move forward like soldiers. You better wake up for the pay stub, or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh, fuck the game up. Change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Same us for the way up, play the game, bruh.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
Welcome everyone back to the show. This is the final show of the night, and tonight I have a special guest, and this is going to be a special topic that we're going to be talking about. So stay in tune and remember to share, and sharing is caring. I want to thank everybody that tuned in. I want to thank everybody that tuned in for my previous guest, for my jury. Thank you guys so much for showing the love and showing the show love. But tonight we're going to be talking to a special person tonight, Kadin McElwain. We're going to be talking about autism, and I don't know much about it, but he's gonna bring me up to date about autism, and it's a very, very special thing that we need to talk about and find out about people that do have autism, because autism is something that's worldwide, and people need to know more about autism. And so I do have my guest here. What's up, Nando? And we're going to talk to him and find out exactly what he wants to let the viewers and the world know about autism. So please welcome my brother Kadin to the show.
Thanks for having me on, Vic. By the way, what was that song in the intro? It's fire.
that was the song. My buddy put that together for me. I don't even know who sings the song. Kadin. So, Kadin, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
I appreciate you coming on. You look awesome, by the way. I like the shades. Okay. So, tell the people exactly who you are and what you do.
Sure thing. Hi, everyone. I'm Kadin McElwain. I am an autism advocate, writer, and college student at Kent State University in Ohio. I was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder when I was 2 years old. I've had some naysayers in my life question my capabilities because of that. Time and time again, I was able to prove people wrong, and now I'm on simple mission to raise awareness about autism and bring this issue to attention and more. I feel like legislators and politicians don't take this issue seriously enough, and I'm confused about it as much as anyone would be. I truly am.
Right. When did you personally found out that you had autism?
Good question. I would say probably 7 years old, maybe 10.
Okay, maybe 10. Was it difficult for you to communicate at that age with your parents or people in general?
It was definitely difficult. I didn't talk until I was 7 years old. Actually, me and my big sister used to have this language with each other where she would have to state what I wanted.
Okay, wow. And when you was in school, coming up in school, was it difficult for you in school? Was you being bullied in school? Because that's another thing that we might want to talk about too. Because you was a special person, in class. And so, was that something that you had to encounter coming up in school?
Absolutely, multiple times. In fact, some of those situations were incredibly funny. Looking back at it, when I was 11 years old, there was this kid who brought a bunch of moon pies and snacks on the bus. You weren't allowed to have snacks on the bus back then, so I was like, "Hey, man, you should put that away." And he slapped me in the wrist, and he was like, "Who are you, the moon pie police?" High school was where the bullying and teasing was worse, though. There was an incident with a dead spider. Someone squished a spider, and I was going through an animal rights vegan PETA phase at the time, so I called the school to report that someone had killed the spider. And a friend of mine I had warned me, "Hey, dude, brace yourself. People are going to call you Spider Lives Matter and Spider."
Oh, that's good, Katie. That's funny. Wow. So, so how did you? I know it was tough. I know it was tough coming on, especially in high school, because kids can be mean, right?
Right.
But they should know better because you're not in kindergarten, you're not in middle school, you're in high school, so those kids should know better, right? But
I
then
agree.
but then you got those that are bullies and don't respect others. Um, but how did you deal with it?
Mm, I did what any kid would do when being bullied. I told a teacher I was actually a big snitch in high school, telling the teacher all the time for every little thing students would do. Like one time I told on someone for being on their phone. That kid got so annoyed with me that he developed a grudge against me.
Right. Wow. That's he said I was a big snitch. Oh boy, that's funny. So were there any other kids in your class that had autism as well? Or was you the only one in that room with autism?
Hmm. I believe I was the only one, although I did have to go to a special education class in high school as well, so I did have a few more people with autism that were in my class.
Okay. Okay. How did your parents deal with it?
Mm, They, they, well, to be fair, I didn't exactly know the difference between bullying and just simple teasing. Looking back at some of those instances were teasing, and my parents told me, try to ignore the teasing and don't snitch, or else you wouldn't get into these situations.
Right.
Yeah, they've been one of my biggest supporters throughout this journey of life. They truly have.
Awesome. Awesome. That's great. That's great. So you've had a lot of support um in school with your parents and teachers and and family members, your sister and stuff like that. Um
Yeah, mainly my family, though. The school did the bare minimum. In middle school, when I was in Tennessee, I went to Blackman Middle School, and they completely cut off my services and IEP and what have you because they couldn't tell I was on the spectrum. And my parents asked the principal why, and he said, "We don't think he has autism. How about you put him in a robotics program?" That got them super duper angry. My parents were in some message pretty much everyone under the sun who had power in Tennessee, including a senator over it.
mm, wow. Um so what would you like for them to change? Like what if you can change anything, what would you change?
That's a good question. Well, the main thing is if I was in a position of power, president, mayor, governor, something like that, I would mandate mandatorily inspections of all schools in the country to make sure that IEPs are being followed to a T. I would definitely make bullying illegal. Like if you bully someone, you get expelled. No second chances at
Mm,
all. Oh, I think negativity has no place in the world. I really do. Another thing I would change is for people to take autism more seriously and not deny people with autism jobs and opportunities thanks to the stigma. And I would increase the funding for autism awareness research.
mm, good. I like that. I like that 100%. That's great. Um, do you um speech in you in college? Do you talk about this in college? Do you present this issue that's going on in the school system or just in public in general?
Absolutely, absolutely. College freshman year in 2022 is where my advocacy journey started. Actually, this was at Lake Erie College. The class was assigned with doing a task of figuring out a way to help the community and acting upon. And there was a competition and everything. I'm a very, 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 very ambitious person, so
Mm,
I wanted to help the world. So my group and I set up a GoFundMe for Autism Society of America with a simple goal of $1,000. So we hit 1,085 around the time of this interview, and I promoted the heck out of that thing. And from there, it led to opportunities to speak to Lake County Board of Commissioners, community outreach. I was able to meet my county treasurer, who I've since formed a partnership with. We've been planning a bunch of stuff for the county in relation to autism awareness. And that's when I realized advocacy should be my main focus in college. That and academics, of course. But if I truly want change, I need to bring this issue to people's attention and be the leader of the movement. Since then, last year alone, Treasurer and I, who's the Lake County treasurer, raised $232 with two fundraisers for the Lake County Special Needs Birthday Club. Uh, uh, Alone, I was able to go on podcasts like this and go to various meetings virtually to speak on the issue. And around Christmas time, we were able to help 4 special needs families have a perfect Christmas by hosting a toy drive in collaboration with 9 different businesses in Lake County.
that's amazing. That's great. That's great. And tell the people why is it so important to you to talk about this situation about autism. Tell them why it's so important.
Absolutely. It's important to me because I was in these kids' shoes once. These people with autism are scared, alone, confused, have nowhere to go. I think if we bring this issue to people's attention more, then most people wouldn't feel as alone as I once did.
Mm, wow. And you know, and being lonely, it's a very sad thing. And I don't have autism, but I understand the loneliness because I don't have any. I have friends, but I don't hang with anybody. I live alone. I don't have a partner, so I know what it feels to be empty sometimes. When you don't have someone to talk to, and stuff like that. But in your case, it's different because um, you have autism, you have a condition, um, and for you, let me tell you, you express yourself very well. um, and I know that can be a frustration for someone that with autism that wants to express themselves and they can't because the words don't come out the way they want to. So that's another stressful thing for someone with autism. that they can't express themselves the way they want to. So I admire the fact that you're here and we're talking about this because you're right. This is important. This needs to be talked about more often than what it is because you and other people that are in your condition, regardless of the condition, you guys are human, right? You guys are people. You guys who should also be respected like a regular person should, spoken to like a regular person should, and
Absolutely.
and look beyond your condition. If anything, try to help. How can you help your condition? What can we do to better your condition? How can we go to these laboratories and say, hey, how can we come up with something to fight this autism? What kind of I don't know, medicine, something to make them better, maybe think better, maybe fix their speech. I don't know, but come up with some type of idea on how to help people with autism,
I agree.
right? And the fact that you're in college, man, I take my head off to you because I know it wasn't easy for you to get there. um, with all the bullying and all the stuff that you had to put up with, and I know you went home thinking, man, I don't want to go to school no more. These people are making fun of me, they're bullying me. But you stood your ground, and you said, I'm going to do this regardless of what people say about me and how they treat me. So I just want to say that I admire that, and you're very brave.
Thank you,
Okay,
Vic.
you're very brave, and 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 yeah, and you should keep fighting, and for people that have those conditions, and spread the word and be heard, and if they don't want to listen, find a way find a way to be heard on, and this is one of the platforms, you know and I do have a lot of other platforms that I can send you to, so you can spread the awareness on other platforms.
Absolutely. Please do. That'd be awesome.
Right. So, having autism, what do you find difficult by having autism? What are some of the things that you find difficult?
Hmm. It's mainly social cues like understanding facial expressions, taking things too literal, making friends is a huge one for me. Finding a boyfriend, girlfriend, that's a big one for me.
Right. Right. Well, there's women that have autism like you do, that 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 are just intelligent as you are, that are probably willing to date you. You're not a bad looking guy. You know? you're, you're not a bad looking guy, I tell you, okay? And so I don't see you having a problem with finding a date. Um, Now, and I say this because, like, it might be a little difficult to find someone that doesn't have autism, right? Because uh, um, I don't know how I could put this. Because a person that doesn't have autism may look at it like, oh man, I'm dating this guy, and they may not want to uh, bring that around their friends and have their friends pick on them because of who they dating. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I can see why it could be difficult for you. But there are um, beautiful women, intelligent women that have your same condition, that maybe you can date, and have a great, beautiful life together. And it's just fortunate that we live in this evil world where people always have to judge people for who they are and what they're doing, and I hate that, and I hate this world for that, because no one should be able to judge or point a finger, because we're not God, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
right? We're not guided. So who am I to judge you, right? Um, no one, right?
Right.
You have a condition, but you're still human. You still bleed. You know you eat. You do everything I do. You know what I mean? So I have to respect that, and definitely respect you more for your condition and the fact that you're 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 pushing yourself to a limit where a lot of them can't reach. You're in college. Like, come on, dude. Like, a lot of people that have your condition can't even get that far because of their condition, but you have. So you got to look at it like, man, I've accomplished this, and you're gonna accomplish more things. You know, um, and me having your condition, I would me personally talking about me, I would practice more on my speech, trying to get it more where I can fluently talk it, like you talk good, you know, even though you have autism, but I can understand everything you're saying, So your autism is not way up like other people that have autism because there's levels of it. Um, but you're at a level where you comprehend, you can connect, you can connect with people, you can speak your mind, you know what I mean, and so you're ahead of the game, you
Yeah,
know
pretty much.
yeah, you're ahead of the game, and I think that what you're doing, not just for yourself but for other people that have autism, is there's not even no words for that. What you're doing, you're just above amazing and wonderful and fabulous. You're above all that, and I think that you're going to make a difference. You're going to make a big impact in the autism world. If you keep pushing and providing what you want to provide for these people, and spreading the message.
Thank you, Vic.
Yeah. So what do you do for sport? What sports do you like?
Mm, uh, well, in high school, I used to do cross country. I haven't had time to join a sport or watch sports because of school
Right.
stuff. But I'm mainly a football guy.
Really?
Yeah,
Football? You like football?
yeah.
Oh, wow, wow. Did you get to play?
Mm, Play football?
Yeah.
No, I, I wasn't able to do.
Okay. Right, right. Okay. What else do you like to do besides football? Is there any other sports you like? Do you like singing? Do you like playing guitars? Do you like
Uh,
um
Both of those things, actually. I
really?
sing and play guitar. There's this really nice corner in downtown Kent that I like to go busking at.
Wow. Okay. That's awesome. What type of music do you like to sing or listen to?
Uh, uh, I'm pretty much a music connoisseur. I like pretty much everything:
Okay.
emo, rock, pop, country, underground.
Okay. I like it too. I love country. I love country, right, Kaden? Because it relaxes me. It all depends, Kaden, right, on what mood I feel. It depends on what mood I'm in. Then I figure what song I want to listen to. But you know, what's up, IG? Um, do you like to sing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love to
Awesome.
sing.
Okay, awesome. That's great. That's great. Maybe you can sing one day for me on the show. Yeah, yeah. That's so. Do you drive?
Uh, no, I'm trying to get my license this year. Well, my permit expired recently, so now I have to take the test again.
Okay. Do you have problems with comprehending what you read, or
No,
okay?
no, I actually have straight A's and one B right now. Now I'm incredibly intelligent, and
Right.
but
What you,
the
you
roads just intimidate me.
okay? I see you. I see. Well, you do better than me. I only had C's and D's. Cannon, I only had C's and D's, and I got one, and I had a couple of F's for being famous. I was being, I had a F's in class for being absent all the time. They were like, "Here come the famous guy, never in class." That's amazing that you got A's in class and B's. You know, it's like what I said earlier to you before we came on the show. People with autism are very, very intelligent people. You know, they just have a condition. You know, and but or you know, your condition is it's not as bad as some, and and I'm glad that you're standing up for yourself and for those that have those conditions. I think that's so amazing. And man, I cannot see anyone not wanting to help you um fight and put out the word about autism for to help these other children and adults and young adults. um I think that what you're doing is man, it's wonderful. and
Thank you, Vic.
and don't stop doing it, man, because God has something beautiful for you, brother. Trust and believe He does.
Thank you.
You know. So, what else would you like to tell the people about, autism?
I think it's not disability; it's a different ability. The,
Right.
and overall, I think we pretty much covered everything. Thing.
Yeah. So, what would you like the people to know besides the autism? What else would you like them to know?
I would like them to know to keep spreading positivity and to keep making the world a better place.
Right. Amen to that. Amen to that. Um, you know, your parents should be very proud of you, man, because I'm proud of you. You know, even though we just met, but just this little bit of time that we just spoke, I think you're an amazing guy. You're a good looking guy. You know, you're dressed well. You're intelligent. You know, so I can see a couple girls, man, chasing you around, brother. I don't know, Kaden. You must have a couple girls chasing you around, man. You know.
Yeah.
So what are you going to school for? What's your you know what are you going to school for? Business? What's your goal there?
My major, you mean?
Yeah, your major.
Public relations is my major. Originally, it was technology, see, but I found out that that's not really something I'm passionate about.
Right, right. Okay, that's fair to say. Okay, and your sister is you got a sister, right?
Hmm, I got three sisters actually, one older and two younger, and two brothers, two younger brothers.
Oh, so there's five of you guys.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, are you the one? Are you the only one that came out with that condition?
As far as as far as I know, yeah.
Okay, okay, awesome, and I'm sure that you were the only one that got all the high grades. I'm sure you're the only one with the A's and B's.
Yeah.
Your siblings need to take notes.
Yeah.
That's amazing. You know, I'm so glad you came aboard. I would like to introduce you to a friend of mine. Her name is Jahida, and she talks about autism all the time. And I would like her. I would like for her to meet you, and you guys can talk and stuff like that. And she's out of here. She's from Boston, but she's an advocate of that. She's always talking about all because I believe she has one kid that has it, and she's always talking about autism. She's always looking for answers. She's always looking for help, and reaching out to the state, and politicians for help, and to help people with those conditions. So I think if you guys hook up, man, you guys can come up with ideas on how to um go about this situation, and bring awareness more to the world and to these platforms that I have.
Yeah, absolutely. Send me her Facebook or something. I'll get in touch with her.
Yeah, definitely. I would do that once we get off the show. I'll send you her name. You can look her up, and then I'll let her know too, so that she'll know who you are, and why you're reaching out to her for. Um, but Kaden, man, I think that you're on your way to something beautiful. God has something for you that you might not even be ready for, brother, but it's coming. Um, and I believe He's going to bless you in a way that you're going to be able to do what you want to do, uh, as far as helping other people with autism, um, because you are a leader. You're capable to be a leader. Um, you're a very intelligent guy, and you're a handsome guy. so,
Thank you.
so they're gonna listen to you. They're gonna we gonna have to get Katie. Katie got it all, boy. So this is great, man. I want to thank you, Kaden, for being brave. First of all, for being brave, for stepping up to all these challenges that you've been through in your life, and 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 I want to thank you for fighting for people with these conditions that are unfortunate to be able to do what you're doing now, and is sitting here talking to me and having an interview, because some of them can't even do that. Um, so you're blessed. You're blessed, and always remember that you're blessed regardless of your condition, because first of all, you can talk, you can walk, you can go to school and get educated. A lot of them can't do that. So you're one of a few that has been blessed with this condition, and you have a purpose. Your purpose for me, and I might be right, I might be wrong, but in my heart, your purpose is to fight for those that can't fight for themselves. And I think you're going to do a great job.
Thank you, Vic.
Yeah, and if I can help you in any way, man, I'm only a text away or a phone call away, man. Whatever I can do to help, and if I can do it, I'll be gladly to. Um, and I just want to also say thanks to your parents for being there for you when most needed. For your siblings as well, to be there for you when you most needed it. And um and remember that family is everything. God and family is everything, and as long as you got that in your life, you're okay.
Amen to that.
Amen to that. You got that right. Amen to that, Kaden. So anything else you want to say to the viewers that are watching?
Just like what I said, keep spreading positivity.
Amen to that. So I want to thank you, Kaden, for coming on the show, and spreading the message that you wanted to spread out. um what would you say to the bullies?
Mm, I'd say, look at me now.
I can't. I like that. You ain't right, Kaden. You ain't right. I love that. If your parents would have heard that, they would have been laughing right now.
Yeah.
You like it now. I love that. That was good. That was good. Okay, so you know, keep doing what you're doing. Keep fighting for people that have that condition. Keep spreading the love. If you want to um come on other platforms and spread the message. I can talk to some of my other friends that got podcasts, and see if they will want to bring you aboard their program, and I'm sure they will. So that way you can spread the awareness through their platform as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to get in touch with them.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to reach out to them and talk to them, and depending on what they say and what openings they have, I'll reach out to you, and I'll say, hey, Caden, reach out to such and such, and then you go from there.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Vic.
You're welcome, my brother. Stay safe. Remember, it's all love here on my show, and anything that I can do for you, and if I can do it, then it's done. Because you're smart enough to do this. You're smart enough to do this. Will you write a story, right? Write a story about autism. Write it as like a script story, and see if you can make a film about it.
Oh, that's a great idea. Like a documentary,
Like a
or
yes, you can make either do both. You can do the documentary about it, or you can do a movie about autism with 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 people with your condition. You know, I think that'll be uh, uh, I think that'll be a message for the world. And this way, you're not just talking about it, but you're showing it live. You're showing the world what a person with these conditions go through. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
So I think that should be a project for you. Try to write a story about autism, and see if you can get someone, or if you might want to do it yourself, and turn it into a script and shoot a movie with it. You know, you don't have to get big phone. You can grab a good camera and have someone film it for you, and and then see what happens, see what type of feedback you get from it. um because I do know directors, I know writers, and if you come up with something interesting for them to read and look at, you know something could happen. I think that'll be a great thing for you to expose, not just talk about it, but expose, in social media, like in a documentary or film about about people with autism, and what they go through, and what they got to put up with, and how their life is day by day. um and you can do that by writing certain, what I mean, by chapter, um and just kind of tell your story. um Write it down and then put it in film.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I'll let you know.
Yeah, I think that'll be great, and maybe you can be the main actor.
Maybe.
You can be the main actor, so i would I will come up with a story, right? I will come up with a story, I will write it, and then I would try to find someone that can shoot it. You put whatever characters you want, and then you find those individuals that have the the same condition, that can be able to pull it out, pull the play the character that you want them to play, um and then film it.
Absolutely. Maybe I'll start the script once we're done with this.
Yeah, and check this out. You can probably do it by chapters and put it on YouTube. Say, the first episode of,
Oh, like a series almost?
yes, and do it like a series and put it on YouTube, and see what you get back in for response, you know. but at least you're not just trying to find platforms like mine to tell your story. Now you're telling your story through picture. You know, now you write it, you shoot it, and then you post it up on YouTube. Bam, and now you're showing your story. You're telling your story through your through your story. You know what I mean? Try
Yeah.
that. I think that'll be amazing. And I will be one of the persons looking at it. I'll be checking. I'll be looking at whatever series you put up. Um, so that's just an idea, you know, for you. If you wanna, if you feel like you got a lot of time in your hand and you want to do something, I think that'll be very interesting, Caden, to do. Is put your story on paper and then put it on film and then post it up on YouTube. Have one of your sisters, siblings shoot it for you, and then find someone to edit it for you, and then you post it up.
Absolutely. That's something I definitely want to do.
Good. Well, there goes your idea. Okay.
Okay.
I'm here to help, brother. That's what I do, man. I come up with ideas and I pass them on. But so I think you would do a great job. I think you'd be a great director. Um, so you know, think about a story. Think of how you want to bring your story to light, and how would you want people to look at your story. You know, and then you film it. Have your sister, your one of your brothers get a good camera and say, "Hey, I want you to film this part." And go in the kitchen. Well, even because it's easy. You know, you're talking to your family. You know, you're at the table, eating table. You're talking to your family. Now you got one of your siblings recording it. You know, and so kind of like day by day, like a reality kind of show, but not really. You know what I mean? Uh,
Yeah.
what does a person with your condition go through day by day? You know, and you film it. You know, and you film it and you put it up.
Absolutely. This
Yeah.
is a great idea, Vic.
There you go, brother. So talk to your siblings, talk to your parents, tell them, hey, I got this idea that I spoke to my brother Victor about, and I want to do this. I want to film. I want to film something, and I want to expose the art, my condition to the world by shooting a film. And there you go. You can do a documentary of it. You can do a short film. Whatever you desire to do, that's this in your hands. You're the one. You're the boss. You're the one that's going to create it. So however you want to create it, you put it together and you post it on YouTube and see what what results you get. Hey, uh, stop. Come here. And I think that will be great for you.
Yeah, I'll definitely get to work on it.
Okay, so I want to thank you, Caden, for coming on here. You're an amazing guy. Don't let no one tell you different. You are a superstar. You are a gift from God, and you are a great person. So
Thank you, Vic. Thanks for having me.
yeah, no, thank you for coming on the show. I admire you so much. And again, if I can help you, if you're writing a script and you need help, you're stuck somewhere, you can call me, and I'll help you as much as I can on putting things together if you need it.
All right. Thank you, Vic.
You're welcome, brother. So you have a good night. Um, Stay strong, stay positive, and you know, get something done over there, brother. I know you can do it.
Thank you, Vic. You as well.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
All right. Yes. Hey, get over there. Get. And so folks, you know, this is a special moment for me because people really need to know more about autism and the levels of autism that are out there. And this amazing guy that I just had on my show tonight is an amazing guy. And we need to, you know, talk more about these conditions, and how can we help these individuals more. Autism is not an easy thing for no one, not even the parents, because just like they suffer, the parents suffer too. Um, but if we, the people, stick together and we come up with ideas on how to help them, and what we can do to make it easier for them, then that's what we should do. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Those of you that are watching on YouTube and Facebook, thank you guys so much. Please share this. I really want to expose him, and remember that bullying, it doesn't help out in any way. All right. So for you bullies that know Kadin, look at him now. Okay. Great guy, straight A student, in college, good looking dude. And now he got a project that he might end up doing. So this kid is going to go places. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in for my guests. And I'll see you guys next time. I'm going to set up the showdown challenge. Didn't happen tonight because Sarah wasn't feeling good. Next week. Sarah, next week, she won't be on. She has some personal issues, so she won't be on the showdown challenge against Katrina Santana. So I'm going to have to postpone that show. But if I can find someone else that's willing to step up and challenge Katrina Santos, inbox me and we can get you to challenge Katrina Santos on the showdown challenge here live on the Don Vic show. And then we move on from there. Okay, folks. So thank you guys so much. You guys have a good night. And big shout out to Kadin and his family and everyone that has autism. Big shout out to you guys. May God bless you guys. And I'm out of here. Peace, love, respect. Let's do it.
Never stop, forget it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality, is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters. And we ain't got nothing to hide, we move forward like soldiers. You better wake up for the pay stub or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh, fuck the game up. Change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Same us for the way up, play the game, bruh.
Never stop, forget it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.